In other words, without a clear relationship with God, you're going to be like the hamster in that little wheel, just going around and around and around. Oh, you might be able to do it faster. You might have the best shampoo. You might have the best deodorant. You might have the best clothes. But you're still going to be like that little hamster running around going nowhere. Unless, as Benedict says, we can stand erect and look up to the light, which is God, so that we don't end up in darkness. And then Benedict says this, and I think this is very, very important. If you hear nothing else in this little talk, hear this. Any kind of hectic activity, even in religious affairs, is utterly alien to the New Testament picture of man. Any kind of hectic activity. We can, at many times, have a lot to do. We genuinely have a lot to do. We have to move quickly from one thing to another. But we can still do that in the presence of God. Sometimes I think we have gotten the wrong notion that if I'm doing something for the church, or I'm doing something for the poor, or I'm doing something politically to bring a Christian view into the political sphere, if I'm doing those things, then I can just totally devote myself to that. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have time for prayer. I don't have time for this, but I'm doing these good things. Brothers and sisters, you are really deceived if you work that way. Any kind of hectic activity is utterly alien. Our life can be full. I'm not saying that. Our life can be very full. But is there time for daily prayer? If there isn't, something's wrong. Now, don't misunderstand me. We all have seasons in life. A new baby comes into the home, and you have days and nights when you're up and you don't know whether it's night or day. We can all have seasons and periods like that, but normally, what's the pattern of our life? Do we have time for prayer? Do we have time to commune with God? Do we have any time in our daily schedule, or at least our weekly schedule, time for reading, being encouraged in the lives of the saints, reading good biographies, learning? Or do we just devote our time, oh, I don't have much time, so I just pick up some magazine and I read it, and it's not worth it? What's going on in my life? What pattern is there in my life that gives me direct contact with God?